Welcome to OKTW113, which is used for CE380L in support of the CE380 Civil Engineering Materials lecture. And CE380 and CE380L are required civil engineering majors. The space dedicated to this laboratory is 1,200 square foot, with a maximum of 20 students allowed, but during the lab, we only allow the students to conduct the lab in groups of 5, and we have one professor and one teaching assistant present. Students access the laboratory at the door entrance on OKTW113. There are safety signs that inform the students that eating and drinking are not allowed. At the entrance to the lab is general information about campus and laboratory emergency procedures. There are 2 emergency exits in the lab. The lab also has signs about chemical and electrical safety and safety equipment, including the safety shower and eye wash stations and fire extinguishers. The Office of Environmental Health and Safety certifies the safety equipment on a regular basis. Students are required to use the following protection equipment: proper eye protection, that includes safety glasses or face shields, and proper hand protection, that is heat, cut, and chemical resistant gloves. These equipments are provided to the students within the labs. And students are also required to have shoes that cover their entire foot in the laboratory area, and students are required to stand behind testing shelves during when any experiment is being conducted. The CE380 laboratory outcomes for students are: 1. To learn properties and selection criteria of civil engineering materials, including Portland cement concrete, asphalt, and aggregates. 2nd, to learn the standard methods of sampling, laboratory testing, and performance analysis of civil engineering materials. And 3rd, to learn the design and test cement concrete mixes, asphalt concrete mixes, and aggregate blends. The professor and GTA presents laboratory concepts and information here using the board, and students assemble in this area. If there is a need for any presentation, we use one of the classes in our civil engineering building. So some of the equipment we have in this lab, the first major equipment is our sieve analysis shaker, where students conduct sieve analysis of aggregates. We have several sieve sets, and we actually have a lot of new sieve sets as well. You can see we just ordered some new sieve sets, and we have 3 mechanical shakers. So 3 groups or 2 groups of students can conduct the lab at any one time. And we also have a state-of-the-art air filtration system because of all the dust generated during the sieve analysis process. And over here we have our concrete mixer. This is for mixing concrete for slump test, fresh concrete property testing, and hardened concrete property testing. We have small mixers here that we use mostly for mixing cement. And we have the molds that we use for casting concrete cylinders for compression testing. And we also have the slump apparatus that students use to measure the slump of the fresh concrete. And after casting the concrete, the hardened concrete, including the cylinders and beams, are tested over here using this MTS machine. It has a capacity of 110 kips, and we have several fixtures. Right now, the fixture on the machine is for the bending test of concrete beams. You can see some of the samples broken by the students in the spring semester. We have other fixtures. For example, this is the fixture we use for the compression test of 3x6 cylinders. We have the computer that controls the MTS machine and for data acquisition. And during this test, students are required to have their safety glasses on, and they are also required to stand behind the glass during the testing. So this is our Marshall testing equipment. This is Marshall hammer test that the students use for stability and flow testing of asphalt. We have the Marshall hammer over here for preparing or compacting the samples. We have two Marshall equipment. We have a new one so that we can have two groups of students conducting the lab at the same time. And we have also two ovens here for conditioning specimens, both aggregate specimens and asphalt specimens that require conditioning before testing. So in the Civil Engineering Laboratories folder in the Google Drive, there's a summary page that describes the features of